Good morning and happy Sunday to all you folks. Welcome back to Dial-R's Wheelik Tactics. I just wanted to make this one quick because I got a little bit excited this morning. I actually got excited last night. I was constantly looking in the game. I finally made it to the top 16 in Summit Arena. So I made it to the Summit round, which in December when this first launched, I think I was 7th or I was 5th. That's right, I was 5th in group stage 2, so missed out completely. In January, I was 3rd in group stage 2, so I missed it by 1. And this time, in February, I actually did quite well. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to share with you guys. You know, nothing here to learn or anything. I'll talk about Summit Arena. But I didn't record any footage for any of the Summit Arenas because no one really cares. Right now, Summit Arena is just kind of a whale mode. If you're not spending money, you're probably not going to make it to the end. The rewards aren't that good if you don't make it into the top 16. They really need to revamp. At this point now, it's safe to say, I think they really have to revamp how Summon Arena is done. I know in other games that have this type of game mode, it's broken down into, not by servers, this is how people are grouped. It's broken down into power ranges. So if you're brand new, you're going to fight within a degree of your CP, which in this game can be manipulated, but that's another topic altogether. I think they really have to do that because right now there's no incentive for free-to-play to really even attempt this because they're not going to make it to Summit. They're just not. They're going to be outdone by the people that spend to get the better prototypes, have all of the new characters, because all of the boosted characters are all the new characters, and Bailey. But anyway, you see here's the banner that popped up on this account, and it's an interesting lineup. So this one, DK is a beast, the beast. There's a couple Krakens in this bracket. Rev, these are my two nemesis right here, Jake and Venom, because they're on my server NA28, and they're not in my guild cluster, and we battle it out. But there's me. I'm going up against a non-cluster member, which is nice, JT. So good luck to you, JT. But hopefully you trip up. And then the other ones are two Revs against each other. That kind of sucks. Bambino go hard, and then Wraith versus Burrs, Rev 1 versus Rev 2. It should be interesting to see what happens there. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Where's the other ones? There's 16 of us. Well, we'll go look anyway. I don't know, whatever. So really, really cool. I want to show you guys, I want to talk to you guys about how I did in Summon Arena leading up to the final round. But first, I just want to go into the Summit round. So here we go. Here's the brackets. Now, under my head, we'll just show you really quickly, then we'll go back. Whoa, that's the wrong window altogether. Get rid of that. All right. So we got Wraith versus Burrs down here. Okay, down in this corner. And then for the rest of it, I kind of like how this is set up. So we put my two nemesis are in the same bracket as DK, so DK is probably going to kill all these guys. DK will move to here, which is top 4. And I do have a chance. I do have a chance to make it to top 4. Not going to get overconfident, but I think I have a chance to make it to top 4. But as soon as I match up against DK, it's done. There's no way I'm beating him. And one thing that's interesting, if I was just going to say, I would probably say that Karaz will clear this grouping, make it to top 4. And then here, I don't know. It's either, in my honest opinion, I'm going to give it either to Bambino or Burrs down here. You know, Wraith, good luck, Wraith, but Bambino and Burrs are I think they're, I think they're a little bit more monstrous than you, as we'll say. So you're all monsters, but I think these two are a little bit more monstrous than you. So I'm going to call it right now. It's going to be Kraz, Burrs. I'm going to be confident in saying myself, and then DK is going to kick my butt and go to the top 2. So that is how it looks right now. Now, I want to show you guys how I did leading up to this. So qualifier round 1. These were the results. This is all my main account. As you see, not even a chance. So you see how it says Team CP for me 700,000? That's because I'm hiding my teams right now. So what if you did not know? Like, there's my team right now. So I'm hiding my team because, and there's my opponent JT, who is not hiding his team. So that's why I think I'm gonna take him, because I can basically tell what his lineups are, and it's all auto. In the summit mode, as soon as you get to here, you can't pick and choose in the battles. It's just going to be, as soon as this countdown ends, this 4 hours, it just goes with your lineup. So, I know that it's going to be his vanguards, his assassins, and his summoners. So I can, at the last minute, go in here, change my lineup, and that's the way that you have to kind of pick and choose teams. You can't do it once the battle starts. You have to do it beforehand. So as you see, all the really big serious people are hiding their teams. Jake, sorry buddy, you're going to get freaking destroyed. Venom's hiding his teams, which is good. This guy's not. This guy's not. Is Sock? No, Sock's not either. I bet you Kraz is. No, Kraz is confident he's just going to take him. Are any of these guys? Nope. Bambino is. Burrs isn't. Wraith isn't. This guy isn't. Okay. So that's a little trick you guys can play if you ever make it to the top 16. So yeah, so hopefully this guy, I think he's just going to let it roll, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll be watching throughout the day, and I'll make adjustments last minute to beat him. So now I want to show you guys, and that's why my CP was so low when I took these screenshots. So you see, it has, yeah, like I said, 735,000 versus 6.3 and 5.4. I think before I locked in, I was at 8.9. 8.9 was my total team power. So I took first in qualifier round 1, which I've said this before in some of my other summit videos, they don't match up. I'm gonna have to go back to this. So they don't match up any of these people in the same brackets, because they want the best of the best, and that is what it is. There's no way to shortcut it. It is the best of the best PvP wise, for team development as well. They don't want these guys matching up in the lower rounds and then have the possibility to knock people out. Because if it was completely randomized, if they just randomized everybody's accounts, say 8 of these people, say this whole left side got grouped in qualifier round 1, and then what, only the 4 of them get to go. They kind of have to do it like that. And as such, these rounds, these qualifier rounds and the group rounds to an extent are always going to be mismatched. You are always going to have a whale or kraken in your bracket. There's just no way to get around that. And that is why I advocate for have it smaller trees and have the krakens go against the krakens. Make it more fair, because this grouping, me against these guys, that was not fair. I'm going to call it what it is. It was not fair. This one, as you see too, I was 8.8. The guy that was in second was 6.6. Now it starts to get a little bit more not mismatched. I don't want to say fair, but not as mismatched. As you see, this Arc Dean guy was actually second in qualifier round 1. But then he was third in qualifier round 2 and he got knocked out. And Leaked Beef was second in qualifier round 2. But then he was third in qualifier round 3 and got locked out. So this is group stage 1. Sorry, he got third and got knocked out. And now the guy that got second, Immortal, was basically 8 million. So him versus me, as you see, these guys all got 5 wins, 2 losses, though at least the 2 guys that got second and third, and I got 7-0. So a little bit less, but you know, it's just how it goes. And then if we go to group stage 2, you see Immortal, who got second in group stage 1, got third and got knocked out in group stage 2. So he got knocked out of the running. Now this is interesting. So Sock You see Sock, he made to the top 16. Almost 10 million. His teams are combined almost 10 million. But, and if you look at his team wins, so what is there? There's 7 times 3 is 21. So he only lost 2 matchups. Not rounds, but 2 matchups total. If you see my team wins, 15. And the reason is I was always going, as soon as I hit group stage 2, I was just going for the 2-1. I was going for the guaranteed win. You know, win the whole war, but maybe lose a couple battles. And I did that. So I got 7 wins, 0 losses, and I got first versus Sock, who has much more CP than me, who went for 3-0s and ended up losing one. So once you hit about group stage 2, it is probably in your best interest just to go for the win. Secure the win, secure the bag. Don't worry about going 3-0. You definitely have to worry about that in the lower stages, but you don't have to worry about that in group stage 2 and in Summit. So that is how my battles went for this month's Summit Arena. I can't really record any battle footage for you guys of the Summit now, but I will keep you guys updated with how it's going. So, really interested. I tried asking Sock who he failed against in Group Stage 2. I wish they would show us those battles, but they don't, so it is what it is. So, good luck to everybody that's in this top 16 in my bracket. Good luck to all of you who are possibly made it to top 16 in your bracket as well. If we look at rewards, you see for getting qualifier rank 1, it's qualifier rank 2 actually, but if you're these ranks, you just get some chips and some really, just average stuff. With these, you can work towards some copies of Moriyami, which this is going to be the primary way you can get her. Group Stage 2, you actually get Moriyami. I would never say go for Res, because you get Res for free. 2 copies a month pretty much from Galactic Arena rewards. But Moriyami is the hard one to get, and this is the primary way you're going to get her. So the rewards here at the top for 1 and 2, less so. Like, you are getting some Moriyami shards here. They're less so for here, but definitely starting in Group Stage 2, rank 1 and 2 get decent rewards. But then Summit is just like, these aren't really as valuable to me in really for what you get out of them. Everybody, regardless of if you make it to Summit, regardless, everybody gets a Gene Hybrid and Red Runes. Now 40 over 60 versus first, that's not, they should make that way more, but I understand that once you get 16, that's kind of a win in general. So I do kind of like that there's not a big variation in Red Runes. I do like that it is a Gene Hybrid. It isn't like the top guy gets like 4. So that's the same. And these, the frames are cool. Obviously the gold frame is really, really cool. But these little medals aren't the be-all and end-all. Like, if we go into the shop, Bailey, do I want a Bailey? If you're making it top 16, you're probably not going to want to buy a Bailey. These, yeah, this, okay, probably, since it's the only way you can really get these. Perhaps this is what you want to buy, but you need 4. Some people might just go for the Red Runes, if I'm honest, or a Moriyami copy, because you can buy Red Runes with money. You can't really, well, I guess you could just buy Gene Hybrids to get Moriyami. This is probably what you're going to go for, the prototypes. You really want to save these medals for the prototypes. What am I thinking? That's just a stupid question. Because these you can't get any other way, and just to get 1 copy of one of these is $100, right? Energy or Hunter, that one might be the way to go. I'm not really pleased with this one, but yeah. Anyways, that is Summit Arena, ladies and gentlemen. So like I said, I just wanted to make this video because I was excited. Like, I was literally looking at my phone all night last night, seeing if I was getting bumped out of the top 2 in Group Stage 2, but I didn't. So, onward and upward. Now, I will say, it does seem like there's a lot of people not here. So, like, if we look at the Hall of Glory... oh, free crystals. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, you get free crystals out of here to go to the Hall of Glory. So, they grouped the servers differently. This is all NA28. So, this was Season 12, which I don't know what Season 12 was. That was obviously December. This guy's gone. Horse is gone. Silent W is gone. These Krakens are all gone. They all quit the game. Doom Shield still plays, but you see, he wasn't in he was in my server grouping since he's NA28, but he didn't really try. He didn't try. So he's effectively gone. And then if we look at this last season, they redid the grouping. So Karaz, as you saw, was in my server, but NA28 was the end of the server cutoff for my grouping. So Shady, Jeremite, and Xerix aren't even in this bracket. So totally different brackets, which is interesting. I kind of like it, though, because then it switches it up a little bit. But kudos to all those guys. Hopefully they, you know, Xerix is a fucking monster. Oh, I swore. Kudos to those guys. Let's just do the quiz real quick. All right, DK is going to win that one. Unfortunately, Venom is going to win that one. I'm just going to give me a little prediction there. I'm going to give Sock the one there. Oh, Karaz is going to kill him. Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to, since Random is in my server, NA28, I'm going to go for him. Bambino for sure. And now this one, I'm going to go for Wraith because he's Rev 2 and Burrs is Rev 1. I love you, Burrs, but I'm giving it to Wraith. Just got to stick with my guild. So, there we go. What's the little crystals if I lose? I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. I'll keep you updated. If you're on my Discord, I'll definitely keep you updated. Otherwise, I'll try to make a final video after it's all said and done. So, stay tuned for that. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace, cheers, bye-bye. Have a good Sunday.